Blessed greetings to you, beautiful soul. The angels are surrounding you right now, wrapping you in the warmest, most golden light you have ever felt. If you found this message today, it was not by accident. You were guided here. Something bigger than coincidence brought you to this exact moment, and the angels want you to know. They see you, they love you, and they have something deeply important to share with you today. Welcome to the Angel's Message for You original channel. This is our only official channel. Please beware of copycat and pirated channels, and stay connected to the original source for authentic angel messages and true blessings. Now, before we go any further, I need you to stop whatever you are doing. Take one slow, deep breath, because what I am about to share with you is something the angels have been waiting to deliver. This is not just another message. This is a revelation, a sacred unveiling of something that is already moving in your life right now, whether you can feel it or not. Someone out there has made a choice so bold, so breathtaking, so filled with love that it will shake you to your very core. And that choice, it was made because of you. Stay with me until the very end, because the angels have a truth waiting for you that you are absolutely not ready for, but you need to hear it. My beloved and beautiful soul, today the angels are stepping forward to reveal something so extraordinary, so rare, so sacred that it has the power to change the way you understand love forever. Not love as the world has taught you to know it, surface level, conditional, convenient. No. This is love in its most divine form. Love that moves mountains. Love that crosses oceans. Love that walks away from everything comfortable, everything safe, everything known, just to be near you. Imagine someone who looked at their entire life, every relationship, every obligation, every comfort they had ever known, and chose you instead. They did not hesitate. They did not look back. They moved forward with a courage so fierce, so unstoppable, that the angels themselves watched in awe. And as they left, tears fell from the eyes of those around them. But their decision was resolute. Their heart was clear. Their soul already knew where home was. That home is you. Can you feel that for a moment? Can you let it settle into your heart? Someone out there looked at their world and said, "None of this compares. None of this comes close. The only place I truly belong is with them." And they meant it with every single breath in their body. Now, you might be thinking, this sounds like something out of a movie, something too beautiful to be real. But the angels want you to understand something profound today. The most extraordinary things that have ever happened in this world were the ones that looked impossible first. Every great love story began with a moment that defied logic. Every miracle started with something that seemed too good to be true. And what is unfolding in your life right now, whether you can fully see it yet or not, is exactly that kind of story. This is not just a story of human love. This is a revelation of divine courage. This is the universe itself bending, shifting, rearranging its pieces, all to ensure that two souls find each other, that they collide, that they recognize each other across time and distance and circumstance. Because that is what destiny does. It does not politely knock on your door. It storms in. It shakes the foundation. It leaves nothing the same. And that is exactly what is happening to you. Let the angel speak directly to your heart now. There is someone connected to your energy. Someone whose soul is deeply, undeniably, permanently woven into yours. This is not a casual connection. This is not something that happened by chance. This is a bond that was written long before you were born into this world. Long before you took your first breath, long before you knew what love could feel like. The angels knew, the universe knew, and deep inside, In that quiet space beneath all your thoughts and worries and daily distractions, a part of you has always known too. You have felt it, haven't you? That pull, that quiet ache, that sense that somewhere out there, someone exists who sees you, truly sees you, in a way that no one else ever has. Someone who does not just look at you but looks into you. Someone whose presence makes the whole world feel different. More real, more alive, more like it was always meant to be this way. The angels are confirming today that this feeling is not your imagination. It is not wishful thinking. It is a spiritual truth vibrating through your entire being, trying to tell you what the universe already knows. Your soul recognizes this person. Your heart has been quietly waiting for them. And the journey they have taken to come to you, the sacrifices they have made, the fears they have overcome, the obstacles they have walked straight through, is beyond anything you have fully understood yet. So let us slow down. Let us go deeper, because the angels have a story to tell you, and it is a story that belongs to your life. There was a moment, a defining, life-altering moment, when this soul made a choice. Not a small choice, not an easy choice, but the kind of choice that shakes a life to its very roots. They looked at everything they had built, everything they had been told to want, the expectations placed on them since childhood, the relationships and routines and responsibilities that had shaped their entire existence. And they chose to walk away from all of it, not out of recklessness, not out of confusion, but out of a love so real, so divinely ordained, that nothing else made sense anymore. Do you know what it takes to do something like that? Do you know the kind of inner courage required to look at your entire world, the people who raised you, the life you had known, and say, I know there is something more for me. I know my soul is calling me somewhere else, and I have to follow? Most people never find that courage. Most people spend their whole lives doing what they were told, staying where it was safe, never daring to follow the deep whisper of their heart. But this soul, they dared. Every single step they took away from the life they left behind was a step toward you. Every single moment of doubt they pushed through, every single question they could not yet answer, every single tear they shed in the quiet of the night, all of it was movement toward you. The universe was guiding them like a compass pointing north. And north, for them, has always been you. The angels want you to absorb this truth deeply. Let it move through you. Because sometimes we look for signs of love in the easy moments, in the smiles, the warmth, the comfortable days. But the real measure of love, it is found in the sacrifice. It is found in the choice made not because it was convenient, but because it was true. It is found in the person who looked at the hardest path and said, I will walk it, because you are worth it. And you are worth it, beautiful soul. You are worth every single step of that journey. Now, the angels also want to speak to something in you. Because as magnificent as this story is, as breathtaking as it is to receive a love this fierce and this devoted, there is a part of you that has had to work through your own questions, your own uncertainties, your own moments in the dark, wondering if love like this could truly exist for you, wondering if you were truly deserving of this kind of devotion, wondering if the ache you carried in your heart would ever be answered. And the answer the angels bring you today is this: yes, 1,000 times yes. You are deserving. You were always deserving. And the love that is moving toward you right now is not something you have to earn or fight for or beg for. It is your birthright. It is the universe honoring the love that has always been alive inside of you. Because here is something extraordinary that so many people miss. The love we receive in this life is often a reflection of the love we carry within us. And you, beautiful soul, carry a great deal of love. even in your hardest seasons, even when no one could see it, even when you yourself could barely feel it beneath the weight of everything you were carrying. That love was always there, shining quietly, waiting, and it called to another soul. It reached across the invisible threads of destiny and found someone who could match it, who could meet it, honor it, and return it in full measure. That is the magic of what is happening here. This is not just two people finding each other. This is two hearts recognizing each other. Two souls finally arriving at the moment they were always meant to share. Let the angels paint the full picture for you now. Because what this person went through before arriving in your life, before standing in front of you with all their courage and all their love laid bare, was no small thing. Their journey was filled with storms you did not witness, battles they fought in silence, moments of doubt so heavy that another person might have turned back. But they did not turn back, because something deep inside them, something spiritual, something guided, something the angels themselves were whispering into, kept saying, "Keep going, keep going. They are worth it. You are almost there." They faced judgment. They faced confusion. The people around them did not always understand the choices they were making. Some of those people cried. Some of them pushed back. Some of them questioned everything and offered nothing but resistance. And still, through every moment of opposition, every moment of being misunderstood, every long and lonely night when the path forward seemed uncertain, they held on. They held on to the vision of you. Is that not one of the most beautiful things you have ever heard? That someone carried you in their heart so fiercely, so completely, that no amount of difficulty could make them let go? That even before the two of you arrived in the same place, before you had said all the words and shared all the moments that were waiting for you, they already knew? Their soul already recognized yours from across the distance of time and space and circumstance. The angels say this is because true connections are not born from coincidence. They are born from something eternal, something written into the very fabric of creation. When two souls are destined to find each other, nothing, not distance, not time, not fear, not the opinions of others, can truly prevent it. The universe is too intentional. Destiny is too precise. Love at this level is too powerful. And this is the level of love we are talking about today. Now, there is something the angels want to reveal to you that you may not have fully considered. When this person made their choice, when they left behind the world they knew and moved toward you, they brought something with them that is priceless. Not material things, not status or convenience or an easy life. They brought truth, raw, honest, sacred truth. They came to you having been through enough to know what truly matters, having faced loss and betrayal and confusion and come through the other side still open, still willing, still reaching for something real. Every experience they had been through, even the painful ones, even the ones that left marks, had prepared them to love you in exactly the way you need to be loved. Because that is how divine timing works. The universe does not just bring us the person who feels good in the easy seasons. It brings us the person who has been refined by difficulty, who has learned through their own hardship how to show up fully, who has earned the depth of their own heart through the willingness to keep going when everything inside them wanted to stop. This person, they have been through that refining. And what they bring to you now is not a love that is naive or untested or likely to crumble at the first sign of challenge. What they bring to you is a love that has been tried, a love that knows its own strength, a love that survived everything it was put through and still chose you on the other side. Can you feel the magnitude of that? Can you feel how extraordinary that is? The angels want you to sit with this beautiful soul. not just in your mind but in your body. Let this truth land somewhere deep inside you, in the part of you that has been quietly hoping for exactly this. Let it fill in the spaces that doubt left behind. Let it answer the questions your heart has been carrying. Because this is not just a beautiful message. This is a confirmation of what your soul has already sensed was coming. Something is shifting in your life. Something is opening. And the love that is moving toward you, or perhaps already around you, already present, just waiting to be fully seen and received, is unlike anything ordinary. It is the kind of love that changes a person, that makes the world look different, that makes you feel, for the first time or perhaps the first time in a long time, that you are truly, completely, unconditionally held. And being held like that, that is one of the greatest gifts the universe can offer a human heart. Let the angels go even deeper with you now, because there is a moment, a specific, extraordinary moment that keeps coming up in the spiritual energy around you. A moment that the angels say you need to truly receive and understand. It is the moment when this soul arrived, when they stood before you, perhaps literally, or perhaps in the energetic sense that souls arrive in each other's awareness, carrying everything they had been through, every sacrifice, every surrender, every choice made in courage. And in that moment, what they said was not complicated. It was not elaborate. It was simply the most honest thing they had ever spoken out loud. No one else can understand me the way you do. No one else can hold me the way you do. No one else can love me the way you do. Before we go deeper into today's message, if you feel guided by this energy, you can sow your seed for your soulmate's well-being and protection through the Ko-Fi link Super Thanks in the description or pinned comment. This is a simple way to support this divine mission and invite blessings for your soulmate journey, emotional healing, and overall well-being. Many believe that when you give with a pure heart, it returns as love, peace, happiness, and abundance in your life. Your support helps this channel continue spreading divine messages, guidance, and hope to many souls around the world. Let's continue with divine message. That is not a line. That is not something said to impress or to perform. Those words came from the deepest and most unguarded place inside a human heart. They came from the place that does not lie. The place that only speaks when something is so true it cannot be held inside any longer. And the angels want you to understand why those words carry so much weight. It is not just because they are beautiful, though they are. It is because they represent the complete recognition of your soul by another soul. When someone says, "No one else can understand me like you," they are not talking about surface understanding. They are not talking about agreeing on movies or sharing a sense of humor. They are talking about being seen at the level of the soul, being understood in the way that only happens when two people were genuinely made to find each other. You are that for them. You are the one person in this world whose very presence makes them feel fully known, fully safe, fully themselves. And the angels say that you have carried that gift inside you your whole life, the gift of seeing people, of meeting them where they truly are, of creating a space so warm and so honest that others feel they can finally exhale. That gift is not small. It is one of the most sacred things a person can carry. And it is why the soul was drawn to you, not just because of what they could receive from you, but because of what they recognized in you. Because something in them knew, at a level beyond logic, beyond reason, beyond anything they could fully explain, that you were the one. Pause for a moment. Before we continue, your angels are asking me to pause for a moment. Not everyone was meant to hear this today, but if these words found you, there may be a reason. If you've been seeing repeated signs, feeling disconnected from the life you're living, or sensing that something bigger is trying to unfold for you, this message may be arriving at exactly the right time. Your angels want you to understand something. Sometimes blessings don't arrive by changing what's around you. They arrive by changing the reality you're aligned with. Many people spend years praying for abundance, love, protection, and breakthroughs while unknowingly remaining connected to the same old patterns, fears, and limitations. But today, your angels are reminding you that a different path may already be available to you. A path where you feel more aligned with your purpose. A path where opportunities seem to find you. A path where your manifestations begin flowing with greater ease. This isn't about forcing outcomes. It's about becoming energetically available for the blessings that have been trying to reach you. I truly believe some of you were guided to this message because you felt stuck for far too long. You've prayed, you've waited, you've asked for a sign, and perhaps this moment is one of those signs. The universe often opens doors quietly before it opens them widely. What looks like a simple opportunity today can become the very thing that shifts your direction tomorrow. Divine timing rarely feels accidental. And if your heart feels pulled toward this, pay attention to that feeling. If this resonates with your spirit, take a moment to explore the resource we've placed in the description and pinned comment below. Don't ignore the nudge if you feel one. Sometimes receiving a blessing begins with taking a small step when the door first appears. The information is waiting for you in the description and pinned comment. Now continue with your angel message, the one who would make sense of everything, the one who would make the journey worth it, the one who would receive all that love and all that sacrifice and all that devotion and hold it with the care and the reverence it deserved. That is you, beautiful soul. That is exactly who you are. Now, the angels also want to acknowledge something that sometimes gets overlooked in messages like this, and that is the reality of what it takes to receive love this big. Because love this fierce, this devoted, this extraordinary, it can feel almost overwhelming. It can bring up things in us, vulnerabilities we thought were resolved. Old wounds that reach up in unexpected moments. Questions like, do I truly deserve this? Can I trust this? Is this really meant for me? Or will it disappear the moment I fully open to it? And the angels speak directly to those questions right now. They say, yes, you deserve this. You have always deserved this. The fears that arise when something beautiful enters your life are not signs that you are wrong or broken or unworthy. They are simply old protections that no longer serve you. They are the voice of past hurts trying to keep you safe. But there is nothing to be safe from here. This love is not here to hurt you. This love is here to heal you. Let it. Let the walls soften. Let the guard come down. Not recklessly, not all at once, but gently. Breath by breath, moment by moment. Allow yourself to be met in the way you have always longed to be met. Because the angels say you have spent enough time protecting yourself from love. It is time to let love in. Real love. The love that your soul came into this world searching for. And it is here now. It is real. It is yours. The universe has been working behind the scenes of your life in ways you could not always see. There were moments when things fell apart, and you wondered what was happening, why things were not going the way you hoped. But the angels want you to know something profound about those moments. They were not random. They were not punishment. They were preparation. Every ending, every delay, every unexpected turn was the universe clearing the path, making room, removing what was not aligned with who you were becoming and what you truly deserved. And what you truly deserve is exactly this: a love that is complete, a connection that is real, A person who chose you not because it was easy, but because their soul simply could not choose anything else. Let that settle in your heart. The angels are also sharing something beautiful about the journey ahead. Because what has been revealed to you today is not the ending of a story. It is the beginning of one. The arrival of this soul in your life, the love that is present between you, the connection that was written into the stars. This is just the opening chapter. And the chapters that follow? The angels say they are extraordinary. They are filled with moments of tenderness and laughter and deep, quiet understanding. They are filled with the kind of peace that only comes when you are truly where you belong. There will still be moments of growth, still be moments that ask something of both of you. That is the nature of any real and living thing. It grows, it deepens, it evolves. But the angels say the foundation of what you share is solid. It was built on something eternal. And nothing that life brings, no challenge, no misunderstanding, no ordinary difficulty, can undo what was written in the sacred language of destiny. You are safe in this love. You are held. You are seen. And here is what the angels most want you to carry with you from this message today. The love that exists between two souls who were truly made for each other. It is one of the greatest expressions of the divine that exists in the human experience. It is the universe's way of showing itself through the miracle of connection. Of two imperfect, beautiful, complicated human beings finding in each other something that transcends the ordinary. Something that touches the eternal. That is what you have been given. Not just a relationship, not just companionship, a divine reflection, a soul mirror, a love that asks you to be more of who you truly are, to grow into the fullness of yourself, to love without holding back, to receive without shrinking. The angels surround you both right now with their golden light. They are blessing this connection with their most sacred energy. They are asking you to open your hands and your heart and receive what the universe has so lovingly prepared for you. Because you, beautiful soul, have earned this. Not through perfection, none of us are perfect, but through the persistence of your love. Through every moment you kept your heart open even when it was hard. Through every time you chose kindness when bitterness would have been easier. Through every prayer you sent up, every hope you quietly carried. Every day you trusted that something beautiful was still possible. It is possible. It is here. It is yours. And so the angels close this message today by speaking these words directly into your heart, into your bones, into the very deepest part of your being. You are loved beyond measure. You are seen in your entirety. Every part of you, every shadow and every light. And you are loved completely. The connection you share, the love that is present and growing and real, it is a miracle. It is a gift from the divine. And the universe asks only one thing of you in return. Receive it fully, open to it completely, and trust with everything in you. That this is real, this is yours, and this is only the beginning of something extraordinary. Some souls are destined to find each other, no matter the distance, no matter the time, no matter the obstacles placed in their path. And this beautiful soul, this is your miracle, written in the stars long before time itself. Delivered to you today with the deepest love the angels carry. Receive it, honor it, let it change you. You are exactly where you are meant to be. But before we go any further, the angels want to pause here with you. Because this is not just a message to listen to, this is a message to feel. And right now, in this very breath, they are asking you to place your hand over your heart. Feel it beating. Feel the life inside you, because that heartbeat, that quiet, steady, miraculous rhythm, is the most real thing in your world. and it has been quietly counting down the moments to everything that is meant for you. The angels say that the heart knows things the mind has not yet accepted. And right now, your heart knows this message is true. You feel it, don't you? That quiet recognition, that warmth spreading through your chest, that sense of something clicking into place. That is not coincidence. That is your soul saying yes to what the universe has been trying to tell you. That is the divine speaking through feeling, because sometimes feeling is the only language that truly reaches us. So stay in that feeling for a moment. Let it grow. Let it fill every corner of your being. Because you deserve to feel this, the confirmation, the reassurance, the absolute certainty that you are loved and you are seen and something beautiful is unfolding for you. You deserve to let that in without immediately analyzing it or questioning it or wondering if it can really be true. Just for this moment, let it be true. Let it be yours. Let the warmth of it reach the deepest, most guarded places inside you. The angels are holding space for you right now with more love than you can imagine. Wait, the angels are not finished with you yet. There is more they need you to hear, more that has been held back, waiting for exactly this moment, waiting for your heart to be open enough to truly receive it. So stay with this message a little longer, because what comes next is the part that will change how you see everything. Take a quick second before we move forward. Many channels are reposting and copying our content, but authentic energy cannot be duplicated. For the strongest positive connection and divine guidance, always listen from the original angel's message for you channel with the black logo base. Now, let's continue with the message your angels want you to hear. Think about the nights you spent alone with your thoughts. The moments when the world around you was quiet but your heart was anything but. Those late hours when you wondered if anyone out there truly understood you. If anyone could ever love you in the way that felt like home rather than like a performance. If the love you were capable of giving would ever be matched. If the depth you carried inside you would ever be recognized rather than overlooked. The angels were with you in every single one of those moments. They watched you. They sat beside you in the silence. And they carried a secret, a beautiful, extraordinary secret, that they were not yet permitted to fully reveal. Because there is a divine timing to all things, and the timing had not yet arrived. But it is arriving now. Every night you spent wondering was not wasted. Every question you carried was not a sign of lack. It was a sign of depth, of your soul's awareness that something more was possible, of your heart's refusal to settle for something that was not truly aligned. And that refusal, that quiet, persistent, sometimes painful insistence on something real, was one of the most spiritually significant things you have ever done, even if it never felt that way. Because the angels say this: the soul that refuses to settle is the soul that is being prepared for something extraordinary. The heart that holds out for the real thing, even when everything and everyone around it says to stop waiting, to lower your expectations, to be more practical, is the heart that the universe is working overtime to reach, to deliver to bless. You held out, even when it was hard, even when the doubt crept in, even when you were tired in a way that went bone deep, when the very act of hoping felt like an act of courage. You kept your heart open. You kept the light on inside you. And the angels say that light was exactly what guided this soul home to you. So when you hear those words, no one else can understand me, no one else can hold me, no one else can love me the way you do, hear them not just as a declaration from another person. Hear them as the universe answering your question. Hear them as the reply to every late-night prayer you sent up. Hear them as confirmation that you were right to wait, that the love you believed in, the deep, fierce, soul-honoring love you always sensed was possible. is not only real, but it has your name on it. It has always had your name on it. Now, the angels want to speak about something that is often overlooked when we talk about love and destiny and soul connections. And that is the topic of energy, of vibration, of the invisible but very real way that the universe communicates through feeling rather than words. You have felt something, haven't you? A shift in the air around you? Maybe it started subtly, a quiet sense that something was changing, that something was moving, that a new chapter was opening even if you could not yet see the first page. Maybe you noticed you were dreaming differently. Maybe certain songs started speaking to you in a new way. Maybe you found yourself thinking about love not with fear or sadness or exhaustion, but with a kind of quiet anticipation, a readiness. The angels say that was not random. That was your energy beginning to align with what was already moving toward you. That was your spiritual self preparing your human self for what was coming. Because the soul always knows before the mind does. The heart always feels the shift before the eyes can see it. And what you were sensing, that quiet, building anticipation, was completely accurate. Something is here, or something is coming. And it is extraordinary. The connection that exists in your energy right now carries a specific signature. The angels describe it as something warm and steady, like a fire that does not burn out, a light that does not flicker, a presence that does not leave. There is a quality of permanence to it that is different from anything casual or temporary. This is not a passing energy. This is not something that drifts in and out based on circumstance or mood or convenience. This is rooted. This is enduring. This is the kind of energy that builds a life, not just fills a moment. And the person who carries this energy toward you, the soul who chose you, who walked away from comfort to arrive at truth, who carried you in their heart across every storm of their own life, they bring this rootedness with them. They bring this steadiness, because everything they went through, every difficulty they navigated, every fear they walked straight into rather than away from, refined them, deepened them, made them into someone capable of exactly the kind of love that lasts. Not the kind of love that burns bright and then burns out. Not the kind that dazzles for a season and then fades. The kind that grows. The kind that gets quieter and deeper and more honest over time. The kind that can hold you in the most ordinary moments of life. The tired evenings, the uncertain days, the in-between seasons, and still make you feel that everything is exactly right. That is what is coming toward you, beautiful soul. That is what is already touching the edges of your life, beginning to take shape, beginning to fill the spaces that were always meant for it. And the angels want you to know that you do not have to do anything dramatic to receive it. You do not have to perform or prove or earn. You simply have to be present, be open, be the person you already are, with all your heart and all your soul and all your beautiful, complex, entirely lovable humanity. Because that is exactly who was chosen. Not a perfect version of you, not a future version. You, right now, as you are in this very moment, reading this message with all your hopes and your history and your heart full of everything you have been through. You are enough. You were always enough. And the soul coming toward you sees that with perfect clarity. Let the angels also speak to your relationship with time right now. Because when we are waiting for something, even when we sense it is coming, even when we feel the energy shifting, time can feel strange, sometimes unbearably slow. Sometimes it seems like the universe is moving in the wrong direction, as if the thing we are hoping for is getting further rather than closer, as if something is wrong, as if we misread the signs. The angels say, trust the pace. Divine timing does not always match human timing. The universe does not operate on the schedule we create in our minds. It operates on a schedule that accounts for everything. Every person involved, every lesson that still needs to be learned, every piece that needs to fall into place before the full picture can be revealed. And from where the angels stand, from their perspective that sees the whole beautiful tapestry of your life at once, the timing is perfect. Every thread is being woven exactly as it should be. What may feel like delay to you is often preparation. What feels like distance is often the universe ensuring that when the meeting happens, whether it has already happened or is still ahead, it happens in the right conditions. That both of you are ready. That the soil of your lives has been turned and enriched and made ready to receive something that will grow and flourish rather than arrive too soon and struggle. You are being prepared, beautiful soul, not just for love but for the fullness of who you are becoming through this love. Because when a connection is truly divine, it does not just bring you happiness. It brings you transformation. Brings out dimensions of yourself that you may not have known were there. It deepens your capacity to love and to be loved. It calls you forward into your own growth in the most beautiful way. And that transformation, the angels say it has already begun in you. You are not the same person you were a year ago. You are not even the same person you were at the start of this message. Something shifts every time we allow truth to land in us. Every time we open to what the universe is offering. Every time we say yes to love, even before we can see it fully. Say yes today. In your heart right now, say yes to this love. Say yes to the connection that is meant for you. Say yes to the joy and the depth and the extraordinary ordinariness of being fully known and fully chosen by another soul. The angels hear that yes. They honor it, and they carry it forward into the fabric of your destiny. Now, there is one final thing the angels want to share with you. It is perhaps the most important thing in this entire message. And it is this: the love that is present in your life, whether it is already fully formed and living and breathing between you and another person, or whether it is still in the process of arriving, still moving toward you through the invisible channels of destiny. This love is not something you stumbled into. It was chosen by forces greater than either of you, by the universe itself, which watched the two of you long before you arrived in this lifetime, long before you knew each other's names or faces or voices. The universe watched and it decided these two will find each other. These two will grow each other. These two will be a miracle for one another. And then it set the whole beautiful, complicated, perfectly imperfect story into motion. Every experience you have ever had, every joy, every loss, every lesson, every unexpected turn was part of that story, building you, shaping you, making you into exactly the person who could receive and give and hold and honor a love like this. Nothing was wasted, not a single moment, not a single tear, not a single day that felt like it was going nowhere. All of it was purpose. All of it was preparation. All of it was the universe's patient, devoted, endlessly creative way of bringing you to exactly this moment. And this moment, beautiful soul, this message, this truth, this confirmation is a gift from the angels, from the universe, from the love that has been working on your behalf your entire life, whether you knew it or not. The angels love you. They have always loved you, and they will never stop walking beside you, whispering into the quiet places of your heart, guiding you ever closer to the life and the love that is truly, completely, eternally yours. Receive this today. Hold it gently. Let it be the thing you return to in the moments of doubt. Let it be the anchor that keeps you steady when the waves of uncertainty rise. Let it remind you of the truth that exists at the very center of your story. You are loved. You are chosen. You are exactly where you are meant to be. And some souls are destined to find each other. No matter the distance, no matter the time, no matter the cost. Across every obstacle, through every storm, beyond every doubt. This is your miracle, beautiful soul. And it is only just beginning. Dear beautiful soul, this angel's message for you channel is a sacred spiritual home, created for faith, healing, and divine guidance. A place where hearts awaken and lives are gently transformed through divine messages. We warmly invite you to subscribe and stay connected, because the divine is always preparing something greater for your journey, something you are meant to receive in divine timing. If you feel moved to support this mission, you can sow your seed here for your soulmate blessings and divine love fulfillment. Your contribution is not just support. It is an energetic agreement with love, healing, and divine alignment in your own life. When you give with intention, it opens doors. Love flows more freely, happiness expands, and abundance multiplies in unexpected ways. Many believe that giving in faith activates a return of peace, joy, and emotional fulfillment in relationships and life. Whether it is $6, $11, $22, or $55, your generosity helps us continue spreading these divine messages of hope, healing, and soulmate guidance across the world. Every seed sown into this mission helps hearts heal, faith return, and souls reconnect with love. This is more than a channel. It is a movement of light, unity, and divine timing. Your support allows this sacred work to grow, touching lives that are searching for answers, comfort, and spiritual direction. We are all connected in this journey, and together we rise as one community under divine love. Let us open our hearts to the abundance that is already on its way. Amen.